Hello and welcome. You are watching News 9 Live. I am Krishna Kumar and I'm being joined by our political editor Brijesh Pandey. And at this hour, we are discussing the national party status that the Aam Aadmi Party is seeking and pushing forward with. The Aam Aadmi Party is likely to proceed with its plans to contest all 224 assembly seats in the southern Indian state of Karnataka after the High Court in the state gave the Election Commission a week's time to grant the party national status. Now, the court order has come just a month ahead of the crucial elections where the Aam Aadmi Party has already announced 140 candidates. In its petition to the court, the party had demanded that the Election Commission recognize it as a national party, saying that the delay was impeding its ability to contest the elections. Citing its performance in Delhi, Punjab, Goa and Gujarat, the Aam Aadmi Party's petition stated that it had fulfilled all the criteria for becoming a national party, but was denied that status by the Election Commission. Let's now take this across to Rajya Sabha MP and Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson Sanjay Singh, who expressed his frustration with the delay. Let's listen in.
जब 4 राज्यों में हमको 6% से ज्यादा वोट मिल गया, और सिर्फ 6% का सवाल नहीं है, 2 राज्यों में हमारी सरकार बन गई। गुजरात में हमको 14% वोट और 5 सीट मिल गई। गोवा में हमको 6.5% और 2 सीट मिल गई। तो तीसरे दिन ही चुनाव आयोग का पत्र हमारे पास आ जाना चाहिए था कि आम आदमी पार्टी राष्ट्रीय पार्टी बन गई। इसमें तो कहीं कुछ और दिमाग लगाने की जरूरत ही नहीं थी। लेकिन क्या है कि चुनाव आयोग काम कर रहा है मोदी जी के इशारे पर। चुनाव आयोग चल रहा है भारतीय जनता पार्टी के हिसाब से। कर्नाटक के चुनाव में आम आदमी पार्टी को राष्ट्रीय पार्टी का दर्जा होने पर जो सुविधाएं मिलनी चाहिए, वो सारी सुविधाएं मिलती, आपने नहीं दिया। इसलिए हमारी इकाई वहां पर हाई कोर्ट में गई है और निश्चित रूप से इसमें हमें राष्ट्रीय पार्टी का दर्जा मिलेगा ही मिलेगा, क्योंकि हम सारे मानक पूरे करते हैं।
Now, bear in mind, just last week, the Chief Election Commissioner Rajiv Kumar, while announcing the dates for the Karnataka state elections, had said that the Aam Aadmi Party's status as a national level political organization was, quote unquote, under review. But the Aam Aadmi Party argues that despite the representation it made to the poll panel in the month of December last year, as well as the reminder it sent in the month of March this year to the Election Commission, no decision has been taken up until now. Now, since all the criteria that it takes for a political outfit to become a national party seems to have been met, what exactly explains the delay on the part of the election panel? Was it a mere technicality, or perhaps an administrative lag, or was the Election Commission of India simply dragging its feet like the Aam Aadmi Party alleges? We're now being joined by political editor Brijesh Pandey in the studio, and we also have Mr. Sukumar Patjoshi, senior advocate of the Supreme Court, joining us live on this broadcast. But first, let's take this across to Brijesh Pandey. Brijesh, the Aam Aadmi Party making its stance very clear. The facts are on its side. It has given all the documentation that's required. It has made all the representation. It has sent a reminder as well. And, it seems to be, standing firm on its stance.
Well, yes, if they have the data, then it's very surprising that the Election Commission has still not given them the status of national party. And this is the reason why the local unit has moved to Karnataka High Court. And yesterday, Karnataka High Court asked the Election Commission of India to, to decide on the status of Aam Aadmi Party, whether it's a national party or not. And if they are not giving a national party status to Aam Aadmi Party, then why so? So I think, it must be embarrassing for the Election Commission of India that they are now being forced by the High Court to decide on this judgment. Ideally, they should have done. And I think, issues like these do raise doubt, and it has given ammo to Arvind Kejriwal's party, Aam Aadmi Party. And this is the reason why you heard Sanjay Singh saying that, that the Election Commission is playing in the hand of the central government and all. Because these are things I think, the Election Commission should take a proactive role and also ensure that there is no delay if they have all the...
Expedite the process, considering the fact that there are elections around the corner. Mr. Sukumar Patjoshi, that's, the fact of the matter is that the time is of essence because we have an election in about 30 odd days from now in the state of Karnataka.
Good afternoon. For the viewers, let me first say that what the real issue, and so that they should understand. As per the ECI rule book, a political party can apply to be recognized as a national party if they have any of these eligibilities. The first one is it is recognized in at least 4 states. The others are little irrelevant for today's topic, but they are also 6% polling in or 4 MPs in Lok Sabha, and at least own 2% of the total seats in lower house. So that's irrelevant. The first one is they are eligible. There is no doubt about it because they are ruling 2 states, and in Goa and Gujarat they have polled more than 6% votes. That's the criteria required. And accordingly, they also applied in December 19, 2022 for recognition to the ECI. As per Rule 6B of this reservation of allotment of symbols by the Election Commission of 1968, if over 6% vote share is there in more than 4 states, then they have to be declared as a national party. So therefore, the things are all right. It is unfortunate that they had to go to the court, but now I am sure the time was the essence, but they'll get it and they know it. Their campaigning is going on that.
Right.
And the court has also directed, and by in 2-3 days or something, it has to come. It will come just before the process starts there. It will be. It has to come. What are the advantages of that or disadvantages of that? Once, if you are considered as a national party, you will continue with your own symbol. That is, the broom will continue and unchanged across India. That is the first advantage, which if they are not given, they would have lost. Second, the national parties get a broadcast and telecast bans on Akashvani and Doordarshan for general elections. This is another thing. Then there can be minimum of 40 star campaigners that is there. They can be getting that kind of a thing. And also, they may get government land to build party headquarters. Recognized state and national parties need only 2 proposals for the filing nomination. These are the advantages. So therefore, by delaying this, of course, any party up here and any other party who is eligible and not getting it in time definitely causes difficulties and political disadvantages. But also such controversies, to my mind, also helps the party to gain sympathy of the voters.
Right, sympathy of the voters. I'm going to bring this back to Brijesh Pandey. Yes, it's going to come through is the word coming in from Sukumar Pat Joshi, senior advocate at the Supreme Court. But the fact of the matter is that, do you think that this entire wrangling with the Election Commission, up until now, will hurt the Aam Aadmi Party's chances at the ballot box?
No, it's not going to hurt Aam Aadmi Party's chances at the ballot box because Aam Aadmi Party is not that big a player as far as the state of Karnataka is concerned. It is it's a tri-party fight, with the main party.
No, fair enough. I mean, I'm asking from that perspective. It's not a big party, but whatever chances that they had.
But the reason is, as our guest said, that if you are eligible for the status of national party, then why you be denied of it? And there is no explanation on the part of the Election Commission. Yesterday we were also discussing one fact that that the BJP or other parties were harping about the instant disqualification of Rahul Gandhi. But when it came to Lakshadweep MP, he was there was a stay put on by the High Court. The secretariat, the Lok Sabha secretariat, didn't reacted with the same kind of alacrity with which it did when in the case of Rahul Gandhi. And it's only when he went to Supreme Court, hours before the hearing could come up for the case could come up for hearing, he was instantly reinstated as a member of parliament. So I think it doesn't put that organization or an institution which is revered by many in good light. And I think this is something which the ECI should have avoided at all cost. It has given Aam Aadmi Party an ammunition to cry foul, and this is what they're doing. This is what they're doing, hitting out at the BJP, calling Election Commission somebody who's working at the behest of Bharatiya Janata Party. I think all this can very easily be avoided.
Yeah, this could have very easily been avoided, especially, by taking it to the court. It puts a strain on the image of the Election Commission of India, doesn't it, Sukumar Pat Joshi?
Yes, I believe. In fact, but it has withstood all, it has withstood all the adversities. And in fact, Election Commission is very robust. As you know, immediately after the independence, the way they conducted elections and ever since then, it's expanding every now and then. And also all the elections are very fairly conducted. So therefore that you have to give. This may be some lapse definitely, but I still do not doubt their integrity and the autonomy of Election Commission at all. There is no question. This maybe something, because they say that it needs review. I don't know what exactly. We have no access to those materials. And on plain and simple, seeing that requirement of law, that they should have been recognized. That's what I'm saying. But they must have some points to be for consideration, which took time. So therefore, but one of instance should not put them in that kind of a bad light. And this is an organization independently held, and ever since, in fact, for last at least 15, 20 years, they have grown strength to strength and have proved to be one of the most vital constitutional democratic institutions. And therefore, I really do not blame them for that, and do not take that as a um, uh, adverse remark as to be very material in this. And they could have avoided. I don't know. I don't know what are the considerations. I'm sure they must be working on it.
Right.
But one thing I must say, one thing I must say in this, that they should not give chance to any of the political parties to raise this kind of allegations. But they should have said, if they had doubt, the first time the representation came in December 2022. And now so much time has, almost 4 months has elapsed. So they could have taken an early decision, which would have, this situation could have been avoided by that.
So, in that sense, you're saying that it was a matter of technicality or an administrative lag, isn't it? Nothing more.
Nothing more. I don't impute any intentions to that. In fact, no motives or anything, because this is something very sacrosanct. Constitutional bodies, these institutions, if we start doubting, then where do we head actually? Because they are the pillars of our democracy. So we can't, courts, election commission, we can't doubt them.
Fair enough. Brajesh, clearly the Aam Aadmi Party would disagree with that, and that's exactly what is the frustration if you see of their party leaders while speaking. They're clearly saying that that's what it will be read as, it will be spoken of as. That's a technicality to administrative lag. But the fact of the matter is that the Election Commission of India was dragging its feet on the issue because of other reasons.
No, broadly, I completely agree with our guest because, Election Commission of India is indeed a very robust organization. And this is exactly what I said, that, that when you are an organization of repute, when you're an institution in yourself, then you should also work hard to ensure that, these kind of allegations are leveled against you. Nobody is doubting the integrity of Election Commission of India, but the fact also remains that, that Aam Aadmi Party had to approach the court for the court to give a directive to the Election Commission of India to decide on the validity whether Aam Aadmi Party is a national party or not by 13th of April. I think this all could have easily been avoided because, until unless you show otherwise, the political parties, we know how it functions. And we cannot debunk what Sanjay Singh, Rajya Sabha MP of Aam Aadmi Party, was saying, that what is the delay. I mean, I don't agree with him that, that Election Commission is working at the behest of the central government. But the fact of the matter is also that, that the issue which could have been easily decided beforehand. And even if there was some technicality, it is always good for any institution to, to communicate that the reasons why there is a delay, or if they needed further information, or there was any ground for the delay and all. So it could have put all the controversy to rest. There was no need for the Karnataka High Court to intervene, ask them to decide by 13th of August, and also the Aam Aadmi Party, to talk about Election Commission and the delay in this fashion. I think all this this could have very easily been avoided had the ECI been a slightly more proactive and given the reason about the delay to Aam Aadmi Party.
Fair enough. An unfortunate series of events is what we can call this, and hopefully it comes to a close with that High Court order in a week's time. But with that, we've completely run out of time here on this particular discussion. Thank you, Sukumar Padjoshi, for joining us on this broadcast live, and thank you, our political editor Brijesh Pandey, for being with us. It's a wrap here from my side. This is Krishna Kumar signing off. Keep it with News 9.
एनसीईआरटी की किताबों में सिलेबस में हुए कुछ बदलाव के बाद देश भर में कई तरीके की प्रतिक्रियाएं आ रही हैं। कई लोग सवाल भी उठा रहे हैं, अलग अलग तरीके की बातें भी की। एनसीईआरटी की किताबों में सिलेबस में हुए कुछ बदलाव के बाद देश भर में कई तरीके की प्रतिक्रियाएं आ रही हैं। कई लोग सवाल भी उठा रहे हैं, अलग अलग तरीके की बातें भी की जा रही है। ऐसे में इस वक्त हमारे साथ बातचीत करने के लिए एनसीईआरटी के पूर्व डायरेक्टर जेएस राजपूत हैं। प्रोफेसर सर, ये बताइए, जिस तरीके से सवाल उठाए जा रहे हैं और जिस तरीके से चीजें डिलीट की गई हैं, उस पे आपकी